All right, today we're pulling back the curtain on a financial program called Millionaires by George. It's built around one really powerful idea that, let's be honest, sounds almost too good to be true. So let's dive in and see what it's really all about.
Just think about that for a second. What if, in school, or even just in life, you had the answer key before the test even started? Well, this question, it's not just a catchy hook. It is the literal foundation of the program we're breaking down today.
The core concept is actually pretty simple. Members who have already figured out a financial step, who have passed the test, so to speak, turn right around and share their exact playbook with the people coming up behind them. It's kind of like getting a cheat sheet for every single challenge you're about to face.
And get this, they even have a name for this model, the can't-fail system. The thinking goes, if you have a handful of proven strategies from people who've already done it, well, it becomes a whole lot harder to fail, right? It's a really interesting, collaborative way to approach building wealth.
So, where does a journey like this even begin? It all kicks off with Phase 1, which they call the 30-Day Money Mindset Challenge. You can think of this as like the free-to-play tutorial level of a game. And here's what's so important about this first step. It costs absolutely nothing. It is 100% free. And the goal here isn't even to make a bunch of money, not yet anyway. It's all about changing the way you think about money. The challenge they give you is, well, it's deceptively simple. You start by finding a single penny. Then you double it to 2 cents, then 4. You just keep doubling it 10 times, all within a 30-day window, until that one little penny becomes $5.12. But why bother with this? What's the point? Well, according to the program, this physical act of turning 1 cent into over $5 has a very specific psychological purpose. It's designed to prove to your own subconscious that you can create wealth from practically nothing, effectively rewriting those old limiting beliefs that might be holding you back. Okay, so once you've done that, once you've proven to yourself that you can make money out of thin air, you're ready for the main event. This is when you step into phases 2 and 3, and this is where the real scaling begins. So, in Phase 2, which they call Master the Skills, the whole point is to take that $5.12 you made and turn it into over $5,000. You do this through what they call micro-hustles, basically buying low and selling high. From there, Phase 3, Build a Legacy, is where you go for the big one, taking that $5 grand all the way to $1.3 million using much more advanced strategies. Okay, that naturally brings us to a super important part of any program like this, the mechanics. How is this thing funded? What's really powering this community model? Let's go ahead and take a look inside the engine room.
Yeah, this is the question on everybody's mind, isn't it? Phase 1 is free. That's great. But what about the parts where you're aiming for thousands or even millions of dollars? What's the catch?
Well, the cost is pretty straightforward. It's $35 a month. It's a month-to-month subscription that gives you access to both Phase 2 and Phase 3, and the sources say you can cancel literally anytime you want, so you're not locked into some long-term contract. But here's where it gets really, really interesting. While there is a subscription fee, the entire system is actually designed with a built-in way to make it completely free for you.
It all works through a referral model. See, you earn $10 a month for every single person you refer who joins the program. So, do the math. You refer just 4 people, and you're making $40 a month. That completely covers your own $35 fee and even starts to build a small passive income stream on the side.
All right, for this last section, let's zoom out and look at the big picture here. What's the core idea, the overarching philosophy that's driving this entire system, all the way from that first penny to that final million? The whole journey is laid out across 28 specific steps, and the core belief isn't about finding some secret trick to getting rich. It's really about 2 things: unlearning all those old, unhelpful beliefs you have about money, and then simply following a path that other people in the community have already proven works. You get the answers before you take the test. And if you had to boil it all down to just one central idea, one mantra, it would be this: the key to wealth is action. But they do something clever with this. They encourage all their members to reframe that word. Instead of just action, they want you to think of it as I act on. It's a subtle little change, but it's designed to shift your focus from some general idea to a very real, very personal commitment. So what's the final take? Is this a genuine, community-driven roadmap to financial freedom? Or is it just another hustle that's really built on subscriptions and referrals? After breaking down the blueprint, it seems like the answer isn't really in the program itself, but in the person who decides whether or not to act on it.